Yo, 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 y'all already know the deal, man. Welcome back. This is episode 2 of Street Geeks. Geeks from the street. It's the boy Genocide, you know what I'm saying? We got my boy Adam in the building. My boy Josh. Let y'all know what we got going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Feels good to be here again, you know what I'm saying? This is definitely number 2, you know, and it's going to get fun, better every time.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, man. We definitely got some stuff to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point, man. Tap in, tune in, subscribe. Follow us, man. Follow this journey, because at the end of the day, man, it's just to give y'all some insight on the fun aspects of doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Going and experiencing these things, and again, being collectors and having a passion for so many different things in life. And we're geeks while we're at it. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing today, man? What's up, man? We in here.
Straight.
Yeah, straight.
Busy, working like crazy.
Yeah.
Getting excited about a
few things.
Yeah.
Got stuff planned. A bunch of things coming up in September.
Yeah, exactly. I think the first one that I'm looking forward to tapping in. You know what I'm saying? I hear there's a 90s con coming up. So
it's the same weekend.
Yeah, 90s con and the Ocala. The Ocala con. The nostalgia. I feel old already. I don't even want to talk about it. I think we should move on from this topic. But realistically, that's dope.
It's a WOGX TV con.
There you go. That's the channel right there. Yeah, just tune in. But yeah, man. I feel like that is really, really dope. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, the 90s was such an era, man. It was a very impactful era. I think it was one of those eras that people still feel like was the feel-good era. There was a lot of topics. There was a lot of things going on in life, but they were being, like, touched in positive ways, in the sense of the way, some of the controversies or some of the things that we go through nowadays, the way they kind of, through these shows and even through the music, man, there was such a passion and positivity behind a lot of the messages, and with that also the fact that it was so relatable, because a lot of these shows and a lot of these things that we look forward to, especially in this 90s con, man, these old school shows like Family Matters and Full House, the messages those shows bring, and we grew up on those, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of molded us in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
sure. I was talking to a friend about all those shows back in the day, and from his perspective, he grew up with a single mom. You know what I mean? So a lot of the, a lot of stuff that he was supposed to learn from a man, from a father's viewpoint, he learned from these shows.
Oh, that's dope.
Like Will Smith and what was his name?
Mr. Banks.
Well, but his real name, he passed away. May he rest in peace.
Shredder.
He was the voice of Shredder. But
right.
he taught us a lot of stuff. And for him personally, helped him, be a man, and grow up and do right things.
Like I said, the way they address the topics too, a lot of things that we individually grew up with, the growing pains. Even though that's a show too. Bam, there you go. Bam. The growing pains, literally, like, it was just so relatable. And at those times, again, the controversies and the topics that nowadays people are so sensitive about, they were just so good at addressing them to where you understood. And it's almost like it was just the right approach on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And they dealt with a lot of topics that we still deal with. A lot of situations that people aren't all comfortable with.
Yeah.
They're definitely
like
still
I said,
relatable.
Nowadays they're more sensitive.
It was, definitely. And they dealt with them in a positive family way, but still very open and like a teaching, nourishing type of way.
Yeah,
exactly. I feel like almost all those shows had a great family dynamic. Some characters were different here and there. They had the characters that you picked on, kind of, or whatever. Like they pretended they didn't want them around, but deep inside they loved them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like as we grew up watching those shows on all the various channels, we naturally, fell in love with those characters. And as kids, I can understand, what your friend was saying. I think that there's rumors too that a lot of those shows are interconnected.
Yeah.
And that they share like their own 90s verse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because
dope.
some of them have crossed over.
Yeah.
So I can't remember
when you put it that way. That's dope. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Now that I think about it.
All right. So for Family Matters, there was a show. I don't remember the name. It was with two guys in a hotel or something, and the lady who ran the hotel was the mother on Family Matters, and that's how Family Matters started. And they introduced her husband in that show as well. I don't remember the name, but they were both on that show, and then they got their own spinoff.
They said there was like crossovers. I think the Jeffersons is more of like the 80s, but like the they crossed over from way back in the day. Full House. I don't remember who was on what. I know Urkel and Family Matters crossed over with a lot of these shows. Full House did as well. Fresh Prince did as well.
Yeah.
Martin. Yep. There's a lot of Saved by the Bell, and there's a lot of interconnectivity between them. But they're all different. Either they were school or a family.
Dude, it was like they had their own multiverse already.
It was that they called it 90s
the
verse.
same. They were all they were technically all in the same. Yeah, because it was all the same era. It was the 90s.
It's just some of them were like on season 5 by that time.
Yeah.
While some of the other ones had just started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
so dope.
Yeah, we used to sit down and watch them religiously.
Yeah.
Like one after the other
And the thing is, even it's crazy because even the reruns, when you go, like, you can still go back and watch it and still feel just, you still feel just as good.
You wind up sitting down. You're like, oh shit, an hour's passed by.
And the shit is like, you don't see that anymore.
Not as much.
Yeah, these shows now.
I wouldn't even say, in my opinion, I wouldn't even say that as much. Nowadays, there's so much going on that before they used to emphasize that because it was, having values and like you said, the family being, and the topics that could have been controversial, from race to even growing up in general, having your first girlfriend problems or boyfriend problems. These shows addressed everything. And I feel like nowadays, that's the problem. Things don't really get addressed correctly anymore. We tend to ignore a lot of things and look at the madness we go through nowadays.
It's seldom. It's seldom. It's still out there in some shows. Some a little more crass and more real. And you see a lot of like the difficult parts. It's not as how do you say, like not that the old shows were like coerced, but they tried the softest way to try to handle some situations. Now in some of these shows, they're a lot more vigorous in like the situation. Honestly, if I was to think about a show more recently that tackled a lot of things, it'd probably be Modern Family. I thought Modern Family was a great show.
Blackish is it touched a lot of subjects too.
Yeah.
Blackish is really dope.
Dope.
Yeah, I loved Modern Family from season 1 to 10 or 12. I mean, Big Bang Theory.
That's one that I can say. As far as Modern Family, I actually never picked up on it.
No.
And so I
it's
never.
amazing.
You know what it is that when I watch a show,
else, bro.
I always watch. Nowadays, I just watch what I like because again, it used to be easy back in the days to go through channels and find something dope. Now it's just you got to sift through a lot to get to what you want to see.
Streams,
because even
all these different platforms.
And realistically, again, if you wanted that feel good stuff, again, if you wanted those shows that had like that talked about value and honor and discipline and being family oriented and all those things, like again, now those are the things that barely even get promoted. So the first things you do see are the that they promote are the violent shows or even not the violent stuff, because there's good stuff out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that everything has to be that way, because obviously there's great shows out there. But the fact that to find those that address those topics the way they used to in the 90s, and again, even away from, because I imagine this 90s con is not only about shows. They got artists from the 90s.
Yeah, there's a few,
TLC, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Even the music.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like the music itself. We still bump that. It's one of those things that was like a golden era. For everything.
Me personally, I'm like strong with hip hop in the 90s. I still listen, like this new hip hop I listen to seldomly. But if you get in my car, you ride a Mobb Deep, Biggie, Big Pun,
the classics.
Like that's all I'm really listening to. Some people make fun of me for it, but I'm just that's my era. I love that golden hip hop era. That's just me.
Jen, who are you most excited for?
Okay, so
meeting at the '90s Con.
Okay, so to me, I guess the show that really like.
And it's going to be at the Tampa Bay Convention Center.
The Tampa Bay Convention,
so
where
we'll
obviously we were, for when we did the Tampa Bay Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Boy Meets World.
Mm-hmm.
Boy Meets World.
I have the list up, too.
Listen, I was a huge fan of Topanga.
Okay.
Sorry for the quick look. Corey, Sean, Eric, those characters. The funny, comedic, but also the way they went, man, it really felt like, that was what I was going through in a way. You know what I'm saying?
You see Mr. Feeney going to be there?
Yeah, Mr. Feeney. Yo, that's the man.
Yeah.
That's the man right there.
Like
you want to learn something? Go to Mr.
Feeney. Corey, yeah.
Listen, I wish I can walk outside and across my fence, I can see him. Yeah. And just talk to him from across the fence like they do on the show. Mr. Feeney's the man. You know what I'm saying?
A home improvement type of
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But definitely that I would say that. And the fact that, again, I hear that as far as the music, like TLC, you know what I'm saying? I'm involved in music, That's one of the biggest things to me is the fact that 90s music, okay, I'm not going to say I was a Backstreet Boys fan, but still, at my age now, and that nostalgia of knowing, I used to get annoyed every time they used to come on the TV. Because I just didn't like them, you know what I'm saying? But
I like the ball.
If anything, I'll give it away. I was more of an NSYNC fan if I'm gonna pick out of the two. But even then, it's just the fact of the nostalgia though that you think about it. It's like, man, it was still that feel good era, and just to be reminded, the nostalgia, man.
And the fact, and honestly, the fact that they're still out there willing, they were touring, not that long ago.
Yeah, they keep it moving.
They could have packed it up and just been MIA, not going to do a last tour, not going to come together for us.
Exactly.
I mean, they're going to make money out of it. Don't get me wrong. That's the main reason why. But also, I mean, it still benefits us to at least have that last moment as we're in our 30s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
After that, our joints are going to hurt. We're not going to be able to vibe the same. We're not going to be able to hear the music the same when our hearing starts to go. We're right there in that.
Still remember the lyrics.
Yeah, exactly. We still remember the lyrics, and it's going to be so dope to experience that, Again, the 90s era, I'm not gonna lie. The 2000s when it first came in, it was
definitely.
Definitely. But there was a huge shift at some point, and just things change. But that's life. Things change.
Who are you most excited, Josh?
For me personally, it'll definitely be TLC and the Cast of Family Matters. Those are the only two out of because honestly, where I grew up at. If you was a male and you like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, you probably got beat up, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, no, that's how it was, really. Honest, that's what I'm saying. I didn't like them.
It's just the neighborhood. But I know plenty of females that loved them. And I knew, I had a friend in New York, in the Bronx, where I grew up at, in the projects. Her literally from the bottom of the wall to the top and ceiling was all covered with Backstreet Boy stuff. Like she was a crazy fan. Yeah, that's but as far as being a male in the projects that, you got beat up, bro. Nah, you got beat up.
You couldn't do that. But you know what? You want to know something? If you want to go there, if you listen to Justin Timberlake by himself, you get the pass.
Bro,
you get the
pass. Justin
gives you the pass.
He's coming out with a new album.
Yeah, but
with Timberland, they just finished it, I think.
Justin is definitely welcome in any hood.
You know what I'm saying?
Any hood.
So, shout out to Jay-Z also, who really, established that even more.
And Pharrell.
Pharrell definitely on the music tip in the sense of the vibe, even Timberland.
Yeah.
Timberland, definitely towards the beginning of when he started.
And the next album.
Yeah. Oh, dope. So, shout out to him. What Well, with that being said,
well, let me talk about my favorite guys now, guys.
Yeah, of course.
He
got the list. He got the meme list.
Listen, it's
hold on. Go ahead. Come on.
No, listen, it's not that difficult. I got it. It's on memory. I have their tattoo somewhere. Listen. Without a doubt, Melissa Joan Hart from Sabrina and Teenage Witch. More importantly, Clarissa Explains It All. Mm-hmm. I want to meet Zack Slater and Elizabeth Berkley from a movie we shall not mention. I want to.
Is she going for that or is she going for the actual Saved by the Bell?
Yeah. Danica McKellar from Wonder Years. Definitely down.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Matters.
some of the cast from 90210, maybe Jenny Garth and Full House. Yeah, I got the privilege to meet Bob Saget, Stamos, and Dave Collier. So but I want to meet DJ and Stephanie and their neighbor friend or whatever they used to, that voiced Aladdin, and Kimmy.
Okay, can I ask something there? Did you practically mention everybody?
No,
Josh, you made a point. This guy was gonna go down the list anyway. You're holding the phone up for him,
so I'm
don't forget
scrolling,
anybody.
he's picking them.
Woo,
Yeah,
boy.
bro.
No.
There's a lot of people, bro. A lot.
I wish that
There's a lot of people from 90210.
Doesn't it feel like we're gonna be opening a time capsule if we go there? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like.
But
I wish I can go and every time I meet every person, pull out a couch and sit down and start eating a cuisine meal.
Well, I think Josh carries one in his backpack. Shout out to Josh real quick. I just want to address this. We went to Tampa Bay Comic-Con, right? And I think we addressed that already.
Yeah, we did.
And I was getting tired, man. And I think I mentioned it before. He had this. Just know he got it off of. You know what I'm saying?
Some contraption.
It's a contraption that you twist. Next thing you know, you're comfortable sitting down waiting. You don't have to worry about.
All right, so
listen,
it's when it's compacted, it's about this flat and it's a circle roughly around that large. And what you do is you twist it open and it locks and it gives you about like a 3-foot stool.
Yeah, like a 3-foot stool.
And then I bought.
I felt like
it's about 3 feet, yeah. And then I had bought the cushion to go on top of it, whatever. And
sold
bro, and listen, if you're a
Batteries not included.
if you're a vet at these cons, bro, there's certain things that you need. And that's in my.
You know what's crazy? Imagine if it was
toolkit.
memory foam. It's been used so much. There's no
the
comfort.
cheeks
It's just the ass cheeks are just like. Can't do nothing about it. But anyway, shout out to you for that.
Yeah. My only gripe, Saved by the Bell wise, I really wish Tiffany Amber Thiessen was going.
That's but you mentioned everybody else. Come on, man, be grateful.
I would need her to go.
All right, well, check it. So now that we addressed the 90s con, we know that we have the Ocala con. You know what I'm saying? Well,
and that's the same
right
weekend.
Here, same week. So there's gonna be action packed.
Now, for me personally, I'm looking forward to meeting more people at this Ocala con.
Yeah.
Versus because I didn't watch none of the Melissa Joan Hart, whatever. I didn't watch none of that stuff, So, like I said, it would be Family Matters and TLC. That's it for me. But at this Ocala Comic Con, we have Cameron
Monaghan.
Yeah, he was on Shameless. He was the Joker in Gotham. Mm-hmm. He was also in the game, the Star Wars Jedi Survivor game.
Yeah, he's Cal Kestis, however you say it. The main character of the Fallen Order.
I'm looking forward because Shameless was an amazing show, and I have a few autographs already from few people from Gotham. Okay, so that'll be dope.
That's a real hardcore family-oriented show.
Yeah, that
gives you a harder like
there's the Shameless? I think I
no FCC.
Yeah, I think I watched a couple episodes and got the point
the
of
vibe.
How they approached how they approached it. It was really raw with it.
It was a tough neighborhood and they grew up tough and they had to learn how to survive with each other. You know what I mean? Like it was a different.
Well, I know at this Ocala con, the one I'm looking forward to that I know you're probably going to mention. Now, let me just slip this one in there. Beast Boy himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
well, we don't know what form he's gonna take.
Well, yeah,
At the
he
con.
could come. Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't know, but I hope he's in a comic accurate
suit.
suit.
It could be if it's season 7 or 8. He may not appear.
Yeah,
because they canceled the show.
Yeah, they canceled the show at what, 4th?
That show was amazing.
With the Titans, right?
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 because it was the Brother Blood.
Yes.
Yeah, the Brother Blood.
Yeah.
I think it was 4. Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't get to finish it.
No,
we're almost done.
Yeah,
but
so
I
I
know
won't
they
touch
finally
on that
got him
yet.
some more forms. Thank gosh.
Yeah,
and it
we
looks
did see
dope.
the
He's a
trailer.
great actor.
It's also I know you probably did get a glimpse though of he had an episode where he had a multiverse experience,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care what anybody thinks out there. That was a better multiversal
showcase.
Yeah, showcase than the Flash
movie.
Movie.
Yeah,
Movie.
Let's be.
Well, obviously,
we need the specificity.
You see, it's the movie Flash. But yeah, definitely a way better. And guess what? They made sure the real Flash was there.
Yeah.
The one that didn't appear in the movie. Grant Gustin. That was the best part about it.
GG's.
It was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, the fact that they even featured Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I'm not gonna, you guys haven't really, so I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Ocala, but Beast Boy definitely.
Yeah, Beast Boy. Yeah, he's definitely a person I'm looking forward to.
And that'll be
as well.
Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be there that Saturday.
Yeah.
So what's the date?
It's just
15th, I think.
It's the 16th, 17th, so it has to be the 16th.
Yeah.
Because it's Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
it will
yeah.
be at Tampa for 90s Con.
Yeah, for the 15th. Yeah.
The 15th Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Something like that.
I'm checking the dates.
Yeah, we don't want to make no mistakes here. All I know is the mission is Beast Boy for me. OcalaCon, after I get his signature, I'm out.
Yeah, September 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Friday is from 4
weekend.
p.m. to 8 p.m., though.
Yeah.
So
It's a
then
short-
Saturday is 10 a.m. to 6, and then Sunday 10 to 5 p.m. So, yeah, Friday's short. But anyway, as far as OcalaCon, we have the Beast Boy, and then we mentioned my man from Shameless, and then Keith David. He's a legend, bro. Like, hands down, my man been in a lot of movies.
A lot.
He's been in a lot of voice.
Yeah, a lot of animated voice.
Yeah, and he just took over. The dude that passed away, that he was in the game. He was in that game. He just took over for him.
What console?
I'm not sure. The guy that just passed away. Damn, let me do my research. I should have done this earlier.
While we go to break, now I'm just playing.
No, but Keith David, bro, he's a legend, hands down. And that's a person definitely I want to get autographed. Because, I mean, out of everything, but he was also in Black Lightning, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Oh, yeah,
Facts.
Yeah,
That's right, yeah.
so, I mean, for me personally, I have a bunch of characters from Black Lightning, so
already.
he'll just
yeah,
add to that.
You're just gonna get the whole cast at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Where
I'm
money-
only missing Tobias and the wife, Black Lightning's wife, and
You don't have Painkiller.
she died, bro. Oh, I mean, damn, I was thinking about the other girl, Poison or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, I mixed them
Yeah.
up. Yeah, Painkiller as well, yeah. I'm missing those
Well, that's
three.
dope because that's like one more off that checklist. It seems like that's a
And that's close to home, too. So.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna catch that one. Yeah, we ain't missing that one. That's in the backyard.
And
type
then,
deal.
last but not least, I don't know if you have anything to say about Keith David.
No.
All right.
I know he's done a lot of animated.
And then Sam Windner.
From Supergirl.
Yes,
That's right.
I mean, he'll be my last.
I forgot about him.
He did make an appearance in Supergirl.
He was a good villain.
Yeah,
He
he was
was,
a good villain.
Not Citizen Steel, but he was
He was also in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
yeah, I forgot what his name was in Supergirl.
Yeah, who did he voice in?
I might say it.
It doesn't.
No, I'm trying to think who he voiced.
And he was in
he was
something
dope.
called Being Human. But yeah, anyway, those would be
those are the ones you consider your priority.
Yeah,
that we're gonna have here. So again, man, it seems like we're gonna have technically what we consider an action-packed weekend. As far as like all these events going on, and hopefully, again, I understand you, Josh. You're down with only the music. You ain't watched these shows.
No,
he ain't watch. Nah, I know, I get it. I get it.
I'm not trying to.
Probably watch it more once he
Yeah, I know. You play episode, he gonna remember it.
No, honestly, bro.
I
mean, I've heard of these shows. I know Melissa Joan Hart. I've seen her, on a couple episodes. Just not something I watch faithfully every day.
Yeah. No, facts.
And real quick, I don't know. We didn't get to talk about this earlier, Jen, but the following weekend, the 23rd, right? The following weekend, the 23rd. Mm-hmm. One of the artists that does the tattoo variants that Josh and I collect,
Nathan Zerdy,
he's going to be doing signings at Emerald City Comics in Tampa, which is a massive comic book store. It's a warehouse, bro.
Yeah,
and the prices from what I saw are pretty cheap.
Yeah,
like
he's reasonable. A
family automatically gets 2 free signings, and I think signatures after that are like $3.
So I guess when we go, we're a family.
Well, there's 3 of us.
Don't ask questions.
We're the full house. We're the full house dads.
We're all brothers.
Great,
don't ask. Oh man,
cut it out. I used to do that.
You'll be our kid.
Well, yeah, definitely. Again, I think there's gonna be some cool stuff to look forward to, man. It sounds like a busy September. And definitely, again, subscribe, man. Follow us. We're going to be going on these journeys and keeping y'all posted. We want to make sure that you interact with us and you see what we love doing the footwork too, and it's going to be an adventure and we want y'all to be part of it. That's the whole goal, man. So everybody enjoys the experience, And
then starting now, every con we go to, we'll bring you guys along with us.
Yeah, man, that's the goal. We want y'all to get some first person views,
And then we can give you tips and we little tips and hints of what to do. So I can show you my little contraption.
Listen, you show them the technique, but not the sauce. Give them the basics, but not the sauce. Because the next thing you know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be the dopest part about it is when we're out there in the field and we're bringing y'all along with us.
Yeah, getting these autographs, meeting the artists, meeting these celebrities.
Yeah, and not only that, don't mind us because sometimes I know me. I'll act like a kid when I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I went to MegaCon this past year. You know what I'm saying? The Star Wars theme that they had, it was like a whole city built of Star Wars.
Yeah,
to me, it was just like,
that
oh
was
my God.
Yeah,
I felt like I was in Tatooine, you know what I'm saying?
It was.
And it was just so dope. And seeing the different Mando suits made me want to go, you know what I'm saying, to, that type of level. Fire.
Fuego.
But, as a matter of fact, since we are chilling here, and I see some stuff I didn't see last time behind you guys.
Well, we did mention these the last time. So
now it's time to show them.
Yeah, at Tampa Comic-Con, we ran into this artist that was given a package deals, and these 2 comics were included, and he gave us an option to send these off with him. Reason being because these are not CGC, these are CBCS. So that's the other company.
Alphabet squad.
That's
another alphabet squad.
They're
that's
ABC.
just a different type.
All right, so that's the other company that people go to get their books graded. But the thing is with him, if he sends it off, he gets to get his personal label on them. So
Stuart Sager?
Yeah, Stuart Sager.
Yeah,
shout out to him. He took our books. He emailed me the whole process and
delivered.
Yeah, he delivered 100%. These are both signed. One of them is one of 1,000. Only 1,000 of them are made, and the other one is one of 600. Only 600 are made, and probably a handful are graded with these labels.
With those labels.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you can't
when
find
you look
these.
at them, just having that custom label like that, it just looks so much more official. I don't know what it is. It gives it that extra artistic value and look to where you're getting
it's his
it from.
specific
you know
label. He's got an image there.
That's his logo, his brand.
All right, what's his name again?
Stuart Sager.
Man, shout out to him. Look at that, yo.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then
honestly, the artwork alone, I mean, is this cover, they're looking at the other cover and this cover. Yep. If you really look at it.
Yeah, exactly. That they're actually looking at the other cover in one cover. Well, they're looking at both because it shows both.
Covers,
it shows both. Honestly, well, that goes with the 90s. Goes with the 90s theme. You know what I'm saying?
One more turtle one back here.
Oh yeah, bust that one out because that one looks official.
It's just a Raph. I don't know who the artist is. It's a variant copy though, a virgin copy of Raphael there.
Ninja Turtles 132.
There you go. This one is from a specific like comic book store, Frankie's Comics.
Okay, so real quick, you mentioned something, and I think it would be great just for those who are, let's say, tuning in and don't understand the process. What is a virgin cover?
So a virgin cover
or
is
minimal.
Well, no, it's different. Minimals are different.
Well,
minimals are different. All right. So listen,
I mean, I know they're different, but some people blend those two together.
Okay. So they can't. All right. So a virgin cover. All right. If you don't know, a virgin cover is a comic book that has no wording on it, just the art. It's just the art on it. Literally, like if we take any. All right. So boom. Exactly. So this right here would consider is a virgin cover. Now, I mean, it has the artist's name, but it does not have any title, and the title's in the back. Deadpool, and it shows you who they're affiliated with, whatever. But this is a Marvel book. Shout out to John Gang. He's a beast. I met him at Orlando MegaCon. He's a great dude. I hung out with him for like an hour just talking, and he's a great dude. But his art is amazing, whatever. But
honestly, look at that cover. Look at that. Like
9.8, you can't beat it. I mean, if you get a 9.9 or a 10, that's rare. It's too rare.
Yeah, it's too rare.
Like people that get 9.9s and 10s,
it comes straight off the press.
They don't let them go.
That's an Eclipse.
They don't let that go. So, but 9.8s are basically your perfect covers. This is exactly what's a virgin cover.
That's what a virgin cover is. So a straight artwork in the front, no labels.
Now, what they consider minimals, DC tends to do a lot of minimals versus virgins, and basically they'll have like this whole art, but like a small DC somewhere, something really small, and sometimes they'll even have like a small, like a sentence of the title, but it's very small and it's mainly just artwork. That's the minimal.
So it's like saying point blank, if they just add even one letter to just straight artwork, it makes it a minimal.
Yeah.
Because if there's no lettering, it's like saying
other than the artist's
name. Okay, yeah. So there you go for everybody who didn't know.
Yeah.
And who's tuning in and obviously maybe wants to start this passion or wants to get an understanding because you just started off, or because it's not only for people who collect comics, also cards. There's so many things in that aspect that that it's similar process.
And then too, like when you messing with these sellers, they like to use a lot of terminology as far as like, oh, do you want to trade or you want to? So the trade is the regular with the wording. Then there's a virgin. So virgin or trade, and then they say raw. So if you want a slab or you want a raw, slab is basically this is a slab. They slabbed it. It's sealed
clean, ready.
Yeah. So this is slabbed. A raw is just the comic book itself without it being graded, whatever. That's the they like to use a lot of terminology like that.
So check this out. On the first episode. So if you're tuning in, and again, subscribe to us, man. Comment below if you have any other questions. If you had any questions as far as the getting things graded, go back to our first episode. I believe we addressed about
we did.
degree. Yeah, so if you have any questions on that, you can definitely go back to that first one again and check it out. And there's plenty of tips there to help you get that process going. That's the goal. Preserving the passion. It's pretty much what it is.
And that company is going to be at Ocala Comic-Con. CGC is going to be there.
Oh,
which is surprising because they weren't at Tampa.
Okay,
we had to go through like a subcontract.
Subcontract. I remember that. Yeah.
But they're going to be there, And the following weekend in Emerald City Comics, and Jen, I feel like you'd lose your shit if you ever went to that store.
Okay.
There's going to be like a subcontracted company there. I think they're called something Slabs.
Oh, agency.
Agents
Slab
of Slab.
Agents of Slab. Yep.
Yeah, Agents
exactly.
of Slab.
Agents of Shield.
Agents
of
of Slab.
Yeah.
They're gonna be.
I'm sorry, but if
their
you were in
logo
the street,
looks
Slab
like it
doesn't
too.
sound good.
No.
Agents of Slab.
Nah, but their logo looks like the Agents of Shield as well. If you look at their logo, it looks like the Agents of Shield.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
They're gonna be at Emerald City Comics the 23rd, I think, and so you can get your stuff signed by Zerdy and then get it.
So did we talk
off.
about that the last time that you need a witness? That's
why.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
You definitely addressed it. So again, go back to that first episode if you want to understand the process.
Yeah, we did.
And again, now just to help you out with the whole virgin and minimal, so you get an idea of when you're looking for something, what to look forward to.
And what's worth more.
Virgins
are often worth more.
Often, but
not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time. If there's like a first appearance as a key, they call them keys. So it could be a regular trade number one of something.
It could be a death.
It could be a death. It could be the first appearance of something. It could be
someone being unmasked or whatever.
Yeah.
They find out
identity reveal.
Those are
those key books are worth more money versus the Virgin
and the original issue. Yeah.
Yep.
So listen, shout out to you guys.
You have to do your research.
Yeah, do your research. You can do it by watching these videos. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll start.
Hey, if you have questions, please comment and
comment
we'll get
below.
to it.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure we answer your questions. These guys have definitely been in the field more than I have, and they'll get you in the right direction, and with that being said, we are the Street Geeks, we try to make things happen. It's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle at the end of the day, but it's a hustle to obtain those passions, and we're also in the process teaching you on how to preserve those things. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, all these things that we have and all these things that we enjoy to collect, the value behind that, again, is the nostalgia, the feeling that when you grow up, these things are your memories too, and just to be able to keep them in conditions that, can last as long and you can pass it down so then your kids or your family can, in the future can have a piece of what you experienced,
and
things
certain things mean more to you than maybe the value is, you understand? So something might mean like getting something signed personally, but it's only worth maybe $10, but to you it's worth everything. So there's stuff like that. Like don't shy away from what you like, what means everything to you,
and find out different characters that you might like from the new stuff that's coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, don't follow the
Avengers or whatever. You'll find if you like those characters in the movies, you can best be sure that you can find their first appearances eventually. Sometimes they'll be harder. I
got the first appearance of Miles Morales, and that's something I'm proud of. I have a variant of it. It's not the first issue. That's what I'm chasing. That's the grill. Is the first appearance. I have the second printing. I don't have the first printing. That first printing is up there.
That's that, yeah.
That's
that diamond that's somewhere out there in the rough.
Yeah. But I have the first appearance, second printing. And Adam's grill is...
I have my grill, for my birthday. My sister got it for me. First appearance of Deadpool. Yep. 9.6.
Right now, your mind is like doing cartwheels and all that, just thinking about it again.
Great. And I have the second appearance, and I just found his third appearance. Yep. I want to get those graded as well.
Every time he appears, Adam's gonna try to chase that one down and get it.
Yeah.
So anytime, that's it, right? So.
And that's the thrill about it too.
The hunt.
Yeah, it's the hunt. Like it's like easy to go on eBay or something just to order it, but like that hunt when you're searching through. So for me, my biggest hunt is my hip hop comics. Like the hip hop, Marvel came out with hip hop comics, and I think I explained in the first episode about the hip hop issues, and They released 150 of them. I'm up to 141 now. I'm missing 9. 9. I'm missing 9 of them, bro. So
yo, man, if anybody want to help on the hunt,
yeah,
we wouldn't complain. That'll help us.
They found out another store.
Well, listen, with that being said, I appreciate everybody that's going to be tuning in, all that stuff, man. Again, we do this for you guys. We do this because we have this passion. And again, the hunt, like I said, like Craven, I want to throw a spear through. I want to make sure I catch it. It ain't getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Even though his movie got delayed.
I just seen that.
Yeah, it got delayed a whole year.
A lot of these movies are getting delayed.
Yeah, and that's a whole other thing. Obviously, there's a lot of details to it. I don't want to get too into details with it, but obviously with this thing called the Saga Strike, is obviously unfair to a lot of these people who are working so hard and not being able to. Well, let's put it like this: somebody else reaping the benefits from them working so hard, and they getting the chump change. I feel like all these characters and all these these personas that these people work so hard for us to enjoy, to watch, and to also part of that is why we have this passion, because even seeing it in live action and the fact that a lot of these things that we grew up with, that were cartoons and things that you wouldn't even imagine to see them in live action until now, the future, it made it happen, the technology, it's just, it is what it is, dope, you know what I'm saying? And the Saga Strike is just, it puts such an effect on that, because again, it's like, it's wrong that these people are doing that and we enjoy so much of it, but they're the ones that get the least, and the least benefit from it, in the sense of they work so hard and they're suffering from it because they're not getting taken care of correctly.
Right, like we were talking about between movies and streaming services.
Yeah, streamings and
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine like back in the day, the cast on the Power Rangers, they were making like
$200-$300
an
show?
episode. Yeah, it was like $1,200 a week.
Man, try that now.
Like,
yeah, they would have been more. It's more than a strike. Yeah, it would have been more than a strike.
Yeah, I can't believe that was even the case.
So
you had millions of kids watching their shows, after school, and these people were making a couple $100.
And the sad part about it too is the fact that they were making a couple $100 and they still had to live a life and take care of things too. So it was hard for them too, That's why you always hear some crazy Hollywood stories from some of these actors back in the days, because they suffered, man. And then now, it's just now they had enough. And I respect that, Again, I wouldn't want to be working hard to bring something to life for the whole world to love. And, I work so hard and the passion for it. And at the end of the day, it's a job and I got to make a living. And it's like saying, you don't pay me for it. You know what I'm saying? It's rough.
When's the last time they had us? I think we've been alive for 2 of their strikes, right?
Yeah.
They had one before streaming services was a thing.
Before, yeah. But now the streaming services is just one of those things that just became a serious problem because there's so many platforms.
Yeah.
But again, this is one of those topics that, it's just there's so much politics behind it.
I think the other one was the Film Actors Guild.
Yeah, the film actors. I think that's exactly
there was a strike
what it was.
on that, I think.
Yeah, so, pay these people. Pay these people, man. Show these people that love that they show to these characters to bring them to life. Even the writers, the people that create, everybody. You don't have to be the one in front of the camera also bringing it to life. It's the people who write these stories that are so compelling and that make you feel like it resonates. Man, these people are working so hard and losing sleep. I've read into so many stories and things about some of these people, that because of those conditions, they lost passion for the things they love to write and draw and do or act, because they just got so burnt out from the industry.
Overworking.
Yeah.
I think one of the circumstances, if I remember correctly, was for Hawkeye, the show. A lot of the artwork to the intro and a lot of that storyline came from a specific artist and writer, and they I don't know if I think they eventually added his name to the credits, but they also he wanted some sort of royalty or something, because the main focus of that show had to deal with a lot of his perspective of the character. Yeah, and I think Disney did eventually give him more acknowledgement of the sorts. Obviously, I don't know all the financial numbers and stuff, but I remember that was brought up. I read that somewhere.
Listen, again, let's get straight to the point. We're not going to get into, again, it's politics. Just pay these people. These people are doing things to...
Because we're going to pay to watch them.
Yeah, we're going to, exactly.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, take care of these people. I want to continue to enjoy what I watch, and I want to be able to continue to see these characters that still haven't made it to films yet. You know what I'm saying? And see that growth in the industry. I can only imagine. I enjoy the stuff that I see now and the technology and the CGI. I can only imagine in the future how it's gonna get. Just pay these people so we can continue to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, we're going to, close this episode out. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in to episode 2. Again, we're gonna continue to do this, and episode 3 is just going to get better. Episode 4 is going to get better. Yeah. And again, you're going to be interacting with us. We're going to be getting more personal with you guys. You're going to see us on the hunt. Shout out to everybody. Again, subscribe, like, share. Let the world know we're here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be such a cool thing, and I'm enjoying the ride already. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Josh. Again, we are the geeks from the street, right? But if we say the title...
Street Geeks, baby.
Street Geeks.
Street Geeks. Street Geeks. See you on number 3, baby.
Love.
All right, guys. Later.